we've got a very aggressive program we're developing for prisons for people, not only in prison, but getting out of prison. And so we met a fella named Kirk Charlton, and about halfway through, he was a very gifted artist when he was younger, and about halfway through, he asked if he could give some classes, and they were very kind of apprehensive about it. The first classes, they would handcuff them to their chairs because they weren't sure that it wasn't a planned for a prison break.
I asked my counselor one day, I said, hey, I'd like to add some of this positive dialogue to my art lessons and my art classes that I was teaching. And not a good idea, I was told many times, but after about a year and a half, we were able to convince the staff at the Eastern Oregon Correctional Institute that we were not in there doing furtive, sneaky things, but we were actually in there doing art and bettering ourselves.
And so anyway, and I finally figured that's not the case. But guys, it became the most popular program in the prison.
Wow.
And guys quit being knuckleheads because they wanted to go to class.
One time we had 5 times the amount of people on our waiting list that we had in the institution for all of the other programs combined. And I'd like to say that really the word art that was attractive when you're deciding on what program you're going to go through and you see this variety of options, most people are going to go for art.
We're working with people every day.
I can imagine.
One guy, 39 years, 37, 22, 30, you know.
Is this rewarding work?
Yeah, very much so. I've learned a lot from these people. One thing does not define your whole life. It just doesn't.
When did you first realize that you had some talent in art?
I know when it was. It was when I was about 5 years old. My first picture was of a horse being stung by a bee. I gave it to my grandmother and she grabbed it and she said, Kirk, this is unbelievable. This is incredible. This is amazing. You're an artist. You know that. I was 5 or 6.
5 or 6 and you really impressed your grandmother.
Yeah.
The recidivism rate for people engaged in something that gives them purpose went from 45% down to less than 5%. People that have found purpose, they want to give back. They want to be part of a society that they didn't have any access to. Kirk, and he'll explain it to you, but the beauty of his art lessons is all of the other things that he talks about. And I mean, it's magical.
What we do is we insert positive dialogue while the brain is searching and pining for information. We pummel really people with this positive dialogue. And what Art Inside Out does is it oscillates back and forth from art to positive dialogue.
Better Neighbors is currently running the Art Inside Out program at 2 prisons and 2 addiction treatment centers.
At the heart of our program, there are facilitators. Many have been through deep personal challenges and they found healing through creative expression. When someone feels seen, heard, and valued, it doesn't stop there. It touches families, communities, and systems.
There are several ways you can help Better Neighbors and Art Inside Out. First, please tell your friends and family about Better Neighbors and Art Inside Out and share our message in ways that they can help. The second way is you can become an Art Inside Out facilitator or volunteer for Better Neighbors. And the third way is to become a member. We have a variety of membership levels starting at $5 a month. Please visit creatingbetterneighbors.org to learn more about our organization, our programs, and to make a donation.
You can be a volunteer, a trained facilitator, you can be an ambassador and make real changes in your own communities. You help carry this mission forward.
The best way to draw, Barbara, in my opinion, is to have a blank piece of paper and sit there and go, oh, and then not drawing any, you don't want to draw anything that anybody else has ever seen or you haven't seen.